So we got done with the DMV, but I was filming Zach when he was going through the cones, and he was doing a really great job. And the instructor that was, or whatever you call her, Zach, what do you call her?
Officer.
The officer turned back around to me, and I was like up by the building kind of area, and she was just like, you need to move over, get back. So I thought she was pointing me to like the porte-cochere. So I went over there with Winston thinking, okay, this is where she wants me to be. I mean, I'm very, very far away. And I move over there and I'm watching more of what he's doing, and he's doing really great on his reverse with the cones. And she's like, no, you gotta get back to your car. And she gets really angry. And I'm like, oh my, okay. So I grab Winston, we head back to the car, and I was like, oh, she's gonna be so angry at Zach and is going to say something about his wife when she gets back in the coach. And Zach, was she mean to you after that?
No, she was lovely. She was very kind, and oh, there was a dog. She was very kind and very gracious. And so it went well, but she did kick Linda out.
Yes! She kicked me out of the DMV. I was sentenced to my car. So, oh well.
Hey, I guess I'm just more likable.
I guess so. Well, today has been a travel day, and we headed out to Paris, Texas, and there is a Texas DPS here, and Zach is going to be taking his driving's test in the new RV, and this is going to be really exciting. And he's already done and passed with flying colors the written part of the exam, and within 90 days you have to come and do the actual exam, and the closest one that was available to us was in Paris, Texas. So stay tuned as we go through that process. So we're at the Texas Department of Public Safety in Paris, Texas, and it's a nice sunny day, so happy that we're not having to do this in the rain. And Zach had already set up an online appointment, so everything was good to go. So in front of us is a student driver who is with an instructor right now and a supervisor who is taking him around his coach or his truck and checking everything out. Zach has gone inside the building, and this is here in Paris, Texas, which is really northeast Texas, smaller community, easy to get to. And once this gentleman is done with his Texas truck driving testing, then Zach will be doing his. And Paris, Texas was the closest place that we could go to have this done. And he's a little nervous about it because obviously he's never done this before. So we are going to see how this goes. We will take y'all through the steps so you can see what it's like. So now it sounds like he is testing the air brakes, and she is going off a checklist, asking him questions. The examiner is inside the coach, and I can see her talking to him, and then he is, I don't know if you can hear the brakes or not, but they are working through the process. So now he has started at the coach, and it looks like she is instructing him to drive over to the area where the cones are, and we might be having some parallel parking going on, so we'll see how that goes. I can tell you Zach does not have a lot of experience parallel parking this thing. Well, now she's coming out of the coach. Zack is taking off and is heading toward the inspector and heading toward the cone area. So Zack is driving through the cones to show his ability to drive around them and his braking ability too. So now he is being able to go in reverse and showing the inspector that he can go in reverse in a straight line and not take down the cones. Good job, Zack. So the instructor had Zack go on a test drive of the streets of Paris, and he has been out and about and is now coming back in to the parking lot. So looks like he has completed that portion of it. We will find out soon. So now we are done with the DMV and Zack is hooking up the Toad. How'd it go, Zack?
Got the license.
There you go. We know you could do it. You were looking sharp.
Yeah, baby.
You're coming in a little hot though on that road, it looked like to me.
I didn't see the place, kind of, so I was going a little quick.
You're not from Paris, Texas, are you? Yeah. So we are set to go and getting hooked up, and he's going to be disengaging the Toad so that we can make the tires go. So we're just happy it wasn't a rainy day. Just a little bit of break time for Winston. That way he gets to just chill out in the grass and
hit a button. I turned it back off again. I don't think it did any problem in the wheels turning, but I want you to pay attention when I pull forward. Make sure that they look like they roll easily, okay?
Okay, well just make sure you call me on the phone so I can say something to you. Okay, right blinker's good. Left blinker is good. Brakes are good. Brakes are good. Yep, we're good. Okay, this side's rolling. Okay, roll a little bit on the right. Yep, we're rolling, we're good. So Zack, tell us about that experience.
Well, just finished up the test, and I'll take the drama out of it right now. I passed.
Yay!
So I've got my Class B non-CDL. So it's not a commercial driver's license, but a Class B or RB here in the state of Texas. So I did my driving test. We came up through a series of cones, did some backing and some maneuvers, and that all went real well.
You did a good job on that.
Yeah, it was okay. I thought it was, at least. Evidently, she did too, the testing officer.
Does she say anything while you're...
No, not too much. She just, at the end, I said, well, what do you think? She said, you did good. So
okay.
I wasn't going to dig around for anything more.
Okay.
I didn't want to change her mind or talk her out of it. So,
right.
Right. But we went and got on a highway, drove down a highway a few miles, and then went down into the city, kind of over into an industrial area after that. The roads were a little janky, and there were a couple of railroad crossings. And at least it's my understanding that in a Class B for an RV, which is different than a bus or a school bus, that you have to stop at those railroad crossings, and these were controlled crossings with gates, and so I didn't have to, so that was good. But still, I was wondering a little bit, but it was great. And then we came back, so Linda might have mentioned I came in a little hot turning back into the Texas Department of Public Safety's office. We're in Paris, Texas. I've only been here a handful of times. First time ever at the driver's license in office, and almost missed it, but it's okay. I said, "Is this it?" She goes, "Yeah." And I said, "Oh, that came up. I thought it was a little further down," but so evidently I did all right. And I got turned in, went in, finished up a little more paperwork. They cut the corners off my driver's license, which means it's invalid, but gave me a paper license. And now I will have a new copy in 3 weeks with a Class B rating. So.
And how often do you get that renewed? Do you know?
No, I don't know the renewal, but you do have to go in, I've heard, to get the renewals done. Where just a regular driver's license for a regular automobile you can do by mail or online or something like that.
Okay.
For the Class B, I do have to go actually into the office to get it renewed.
But probably don't have to do the testing again.
No testing, no driving, from my understanding.
Yeah.
Maybe at some point, but right now.
Good to go.
That's right. So
and you're street legal, huh?
I am street legal.
Awesome. Good job, Zach.
Let's hit the road.
Okay.
Go travel.
Off we go. So we are now heading down the road outside of Paris and heading to Texarkana, and we found a lovely core property. We're going to be stopping at Love's and using our discount gas card. And Zach, how is the coach driving right now?
The coach is driving beautifully. We've got a big headwind, but you just don't really feel it. It's really amazing. So, real happy about that. So far, so good.
Sometimes we've run into a little bit of a bumpy road, haven't we?
Yeah.
Some of these patches here are like a little, there you go. Hit some bumps right there.
Okay, coming up ahead up here, this is Campbell's soup. Everybody's had Campbell's soup. Everybody likes a bowl of Campbell's soup now and then. Well, my cousin worked there one time, and his job was a tester. And he tested the soup coming off the line. And he said, you wouldn't believe how good the soup is when it's hot and fresh made before it goes into the cans. He goes, it is so good. And of course, with cans and then cooling and reheating and all of that, I guess the flavor degrades some. Still good soup. I still like chicken noodle. I'll have it any time. But he was just amazed how good it was. What a job. A tester at a soup company.
I like cooking with the cream of mushroom. Putting that in casseroles.
Yep.
Cream of chicken. That's
broccoli and rice casserole, right?
Yeah, we love
cream of mushroom, cream of chicken.
There it is.
What do we got here? Height-wise, 14 feet 2 inches. Okay.
Let's go nice and slow. 14.2.
Yeah.
Here we come. 14.2. Okay. We felt like we were safe with 14, right? Is that correct?
Oh yeah. We're 12 feet 8 to our little wind monitors, and so 14 is great. 13, I don't know about that. Even 13.6, I'm going to be going awfully slow and careful, but 14, we're good.
Yeah, like someone told us recently, well, how do you know when was the last time they measured that thing? And what if the land has kind of moved since the last time they took that measurement? I never really thought about that. That's a valid point. So is it really 13.6 when you see that, or is it shorter than that? So it just depends on what direction the land could have moved, right?
Yep.
A little bit sketchy there. But yeah, they got some these roads are a little bit redone right here, so normally we have very smooth ride, and it's been lovely so far, but they've done a lot of road work through here.
Okay, we're at Love's Truck Stop, and just got through filling up. We use a TSD logistics card, and I think it's a good way to go. The price per gallon here is $4.39, and we put in 145 gallons. So $634.07 worth of fuel. But then we get, of course, a discount with the cart. So we'll see what that turns out to, and I'll go in and get it as soon as I have it pulled up and registered on the app. I'll show you what we saved.
So we are looking for Rocky Point, and we have never been here. It's outside of Texarkana, and it is a court property on the lake. But we just don't really know where we're going. So, we'll figure it out. It's definitely our first time, and we had no idea. We found it. We verified it through recreation.gov, but Zach, did you find it on your Good Sam's app?
That's where I first found it, was on Good Sam.
Super cool. So we use a lot of different apps for what's convenient when we're just traveling down the road. But, you know, we were able to use our lifetime pass here, so we're getting this one for $13 a night, which is such a steal. And it looks like this is where we're going to check in. Campers and visitors.
Then the destination is on your right.
Here we are. Oh, what a beautiful spot. And there's the lake.
Destination is on your left, Rocky Point Park.
What you thinking? Excited to be at the lake? Pretty cool. So this place is really beautiful, but they only have one 50 amp right now that was available. And what makes it nice, it is a pull through. So we are just going to bring the RV and the toad and
Deer.
leave it all connected. And look at that, there's deer down here at the end of the road just running around. Oh, look how stinking cute they are. They're coming for a visit. They know, here they are galloping off. Back into the forest they go. So we might have some deer visitors tonight on our site. We'll see how that goes. But they were just out here on the road.
Hey Linda, what is it you like that you're seeing out here?
Oh my goodness, the light, huge pine trees, and the coach is just nestled under these gorgeous pines. And look at that sunset. It is gorgeous. And we made it here in time for the sunset. And it is such a peaceful spot, and water is just all around us. Nice fishing pier down there as well, and beautiful evening to enjoy a great sunset. So pretty out here. Right over the water. Can you believe it? It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I think Winston's pretty happy too.
I think Winston's happy too. I think you're happy.
I think we're both happy campers.
Yeah.
Look at that.